Hey, welcome back. This is 6.5, and my aim in these videos is to teach beginners and intermediates that you don't have to break the bank or spend a whole big set of money buying brand uh, software to learn how to mix and how to improve your craft. It's all about learning, and you don't have to spend a big set of money learning to mix. There are fundamentals that will work in any DAW. So I have so what we are learning from and with is R, my English. What I'm learning with R, what I'm learning. Anyhow, uh, I have demo plugins and I have uh free plugins. Another thing that another bubble I'm going to burst is that you don't have to have big fancy equipment external to learn how to mix properly. I have a laptop, literally just a laptop and headphones, because I am not in the position to have a big studio with outboard gear and stuff like that. I would have made a very big move, and yeah, so I'm here with this, and that you can't let the position stop you. You have to use what you have till you get what you want. So anyhow, continuing is it's gonna not go without rant. And if you're hearing voices in the background, that's because well, I'm not in the most ideal either. I'm not in the acoustic space of a studio either. You know, I live with other people, and I'm not gonna let that stop me from doing tutorials. I think that I want to go on a little rant. Probably this will be a little segue, I'm sure. But basically, limitations would be like, oh, you have to have a studio. You gotta got perfect quiet. You can hear chickens and things in the background. Like, you know, come on, don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you from honing your skills and getting what you want in life. Huh? So yeah, so it's not ideal. And what I've learned over the course of the years, I'm going to teach you, and you could take what you want and use it, make your money, and learn different techniques, or you could discard it and say, well, child, this is a waste of time. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm here to help, and I'm going to use what I have to to do that. So anyhow, enough of the talking, let's get a mixing. All right, so we're going to the guitar. All right, let me play. I know what you're gonna say, so maybe it's time for me to take a walk. Don't mind the clipping. Don't mind the clipping. This is why it's clipping. Bram. Because I got the gain up to 7 decibels. Why do I have the gain up to 7 decibels to the people who are like, oh, we got the clipping? There's no need to have that. Because of headroom. If you can check my faders are not at zero, not nearly at zero. So to get enough headroom to gain stage, that is what I did. So especially if you're going to end up with like probably hundreds, depending on your CPU, hundreds of tracks, you need the headroom to gain stage. Yeah? So so don't mind the clipping. You can always lower that down. You can always lower that down from here, because this is utility, or free utility called utility, and you could use that to be a utility, right? Right. Okay. So let me go. Let me go. I know what you're gonna say, and I know what you're gonna say. No, you really don't. That's just edit that out. No, I'm not gonna edit that out. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay. So the guitar now. Oh, what happened? What happened was, if you see the panning, I think in the last video I would have just went ahead and just experimented to see how things would sound like, and I would have did a little panning and a little volume, and I think I just lowered them back down for this, and I probably forgot to not save it, or I just intentionally not did it. But anyhow, here it is. I know what you're gonna say, so maybe it's time for me to take a walk. All right, EQing guitars. You could go. It depends on how much guitars you have in the track. You can just pan, EQ it, and then pan it left and right. Depending on what you want to do. If you want to make it a wholesome thing, you could do like how we did the kicks, like do 3 tracks and then do all that. But if it's depending on the amount of guitars you have, EQing and panning, basically a little compression if it's peaking up, clipping all over the place, and gain staging. That's basically it. Super compressors is have to use. It already has a DI there. If you want to add a little spice, that is cool, but it's all up to you at the end of the day. But for me, I'm just gonna EQ and pan, work on the panning, because you need some space in the left and the right when it comes to these sort of things. I think click checking to see if it is in stereo. A lot of things, everything is in mono. Most things are in mono. Let me go. I know what you're gonna say, so maybe it's time for me to take a walk. Okay, one of the important things to note is the different octaves they are in, or not octaves, but the different ranges they're in, because this one is high and this one is low. The different tones of the guitars also. This is acoustic and that is guitar. I'm not sure if the DI and the amp would give a different tone for the same guitar. I'm not sure. I was not present with the recording, but yeah. Okay, what I would do is put this in the middle right here. I think this is the electric guitar, you know. We play. Right. This is rock, so the guitar gotta be up front, center, and sound good. If not, it's not a rock song. So yeah, let me go again. I know what you're gonna say, so maybe it's time for me to take a walk. Let's go, come again. Oh, I have it in mono, so panning doesn't really matter. But when you switch it out, it's gonna sound different. Now again, I think that I would have explained the whole concept of mixing in mono, and it's really to make sure that everything is in phase and everything is heard. Very, very important. Everything, you can hear everything in the mix and still nothing overpowers it. That's the superpower of being a mixing engineer. Alright, so if it switches off, you can hear it. So right now we're gonna switch and then we're gonna focus on the loudness, on the amplitude of it all, and not too much on the panning. I'm gonna switch from the panning because it's important to get the space right, so that you get the volume right. All right, so you have that. It's really not the best practice also to have this in isolation, to mix in isolation, but to get the right tones you feel are the right tones, yeah, mix in isolation. But you always gotta go back into the full mix all the time to make sure that everything is balanced and it sounds cohesive with everything else, right? So this is what I'm going to do. Take out the sweet spots. Come on. So a rule of thumb before I go any further is that you always have to EQ before you put on the little garnishes or whatever. The reason why you do that, put it here. Right, the reason why you do that is so that you can get the most out of the tone, the best sound out of the tone, in your opinion, because everybody's ears are different, but they're fundamentals to each tone. So this guitar. All right, let me press play. This is strange. Should be able to hear like a swish. Sorry, I'm just singing this guitar. It's right here, but you're not getting this in the bass unless it's a solo or something. So that's not really all that important to get that in. Things you gotta look for, especially if you don't have a high-end computer, is these things. Its CPU starts to like if a lot of RAM is being taken up and stuff like that. So that's something that you really need to look out for. All right, so all right, everything back online here to real time. All right, good. All right, let's go again. All right, you can see, let me see. You can really see where the energy is in this, right here. All the energy is right here in the guitar, right here. So like all this is a lot of unwanted frequency, so you don't have to mask up. Right, so click, low pass. Yeah, no, I know you can't hear it. They did that on purpose. Click, just to take out high pass, just to take out all these frequencies that will not be necessary, and then you add to the harmonics. I would try distortion. Here, there's a thing. Von Jason Joshua, I would have been following him with the God Particle and stuff. Okay, and for me, like mixing by seeing is pretty awesome, because you can see what's happening, and then you check out to here, because you know the science of it, right? Like all this information is phone frequency, probably right here. But the sweet thing about it, you can see the input and the output. That's the input and the output. So you start down here. All right, let's see what's going on here. Turn up. I just some rough sketching there, so rough sketching. Okay, so for this here, I'm going to duplicate this track. Spin that here. I got to bake in some stuff, but I want to do some stuff first. Okay, play. I know what you're gonna say, so maybe it's time for me to take a walk. Hands gonna come and catch ya, no use trying to confess ya. Sooner more than later, every dark has its day, and this is it. Hands gonna come and catch ya, no use trying to confess ya. Sooner more than later, every dark has its day, and this is it. know to get something that's gonna complement it. Oh gosh. Right. One of the best free plugins I got on the planet right now. Balancer. Put that here. Universal. Go to keys. And sure. Right. Okay. Good. Learn. Play. I know what you're gonna say, so maybe it's time for me to take a walk. Hands gonna come and catch ya. No use trying to confess ya. Sooner more than later, every dog has his day, and this is it. Hands gonna come and catch ya. No use trying to confess ya. Sooner more than later, every dog has his day, and this is it. Hands gonna come and catch ya. No use trying to confess ya. Sooner more than later, every dog has his day, and this is it. Hands gonna come and catch ya. No use trying to confess ya. Sooner more than later, every dog. Don't forget to save project, just in case current go off or anything like that, the electricity, you don't have a backup. Yeah, let's go. I know what you're gonna say, so maybe it's time for me to take a walk. Hands gonna come and catch ya. No use trying to confess ya. Sooner more than later, every dog has his day, and this is it. Hands gonna come and catch ya. No use trying to confess ya. Sooner more than later, every dog has his day, and this is it. a little bit more. What am I going to use for that? Can I? Let's see. For the guitar, try this. Good. I like that clarity. All right, gotta edit that out. Okay. Well, gotta edit out a lot of stuff. All right, so take that out. What am I doing? Here we go again. All right, what we're gonna do is bake. All right, let me see what this sounds. Mono. Okay, so I'm pretty okay. Put back in mono. Remember you're baking this stuff. Well, when you have demos, well, even when you don't have demos, you're baking this stuff to save CPU processing. Even if you have a big supercomputer, I think that you can do that. And if you have to start over a track, you would be able to start over the track, but you just gotta go back and do it all over, which sounds hard, but sometimes when you gotta update software and stuff like that, I mean, it's still pretty much useless if you don't have it. So you still got to start over. And well, for the beginners and the intermediates who don't have fast computers, or like i5s or i7s, i9s, you know, or the latest, baking is the best to do. And it's common sense if you got demos that have expiry dates. that sort of way. We ain't learning. Ain't really a big deal. I probably could put it into when you're doing the big super projects, huh? So yeah. Next, what I would do, in the next session actually, because it's not really over, is go over each channel, and I will show you a technique where you can have the levels that but industry producers would have, and you could EQ from there with any equipment you have, whether you have the worst speakers or the best speakers. Right now I using headphones, and yeah, and yeah, we will see, and I could show you how to get industry standard or radio standard from using any sort of speaker system. I get great results. Well, that's what industry standard is. Anyhow, till next time, 6.5 out.